Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. I'm Will Mitchell, the CEO of Contract Simply, and today we'll be focusing on best practices for reducing risk and improving efficiencies throughout the construction draw process. The second thing that we recommend is to keep a detailed budget. For a lot of the lenders we work with, they're summarizing the hard costs into a single line item. So here's a budget for a high-rise condo here in Austin, and you can see the hard costs of $100 there on line 27 is about 80% of the entire value of the project. And so as the draw is being reviewed each month, the thing that's being invoiced the most, and not only is a single line item, but it also has the largest amount of risk underneath it. That hard cost line item is tracking, stored materials, retainage release, all of these exciting things that we want to keep track of. And as a result, lenders rely a lot on the G703. So the AIA documentation that's often reviewed by the inspector, or it's often kind of reviewed by a funds control company, is not being elevated up to the budget status on the project a lot of the time. And so having all of these line items we can see on the left, groundwork, foundation, framing, brought up to the project level can give us another amount of insight. And so the cat here, let's look at this a little bit closer. And so you can see here what I've done on our revised hard cost here is I took all those line items from the G703, expanded it up onto the budget level. So now that the significant document that's being sent over in the draw request each month, the Excel spreadsheet with all the breakdown of the costs, can be audited not only for stored materials and retainage release, but you can also keep track of the transfers of costs between the different line items in the G703, the change orders that occur there that can give kind of better insight into what's going on in the project. And so this simple movement of expanding the hard cost line item on the budget can help track more understanding around the construction progress. It can track those change orders. It can give you understanding of what retainage is being released. It can let you know about stored materials. And then lastly, and potentially most importantly, is that each one of those line items should also tie to a lien release. So that lien release document from the subcontractors can be tied to individual line items if the project is big enough to require subcontractor lien releases. In conclusion, for step 2, the key takeaway we see for accelerating the draw process is to keep this detailed budget, expand a little bit more on the hard costs. At the end of the day, having a 20 line item budget compared to a 40 line item budget isn't a big difference, and it provides a significant amount of value and streamlining the draw process and reducing the risk.